offense, rightly so, has been getting most of the pub during a stretch of good baseball. Pitching tonight, Story?
Yeah, it was a big start for Luke. Right from the very beginning, I think the key really was getting out of that first inning without any runs, pitching around the leadoff double. And, he got into a little bit more of a situation there in the fifth and did everything he could, left it kind of all out there in that inning to get out of that spot. And really that was the game right there to be able to do that. And then our bullpen was able to take over and a couple big hits offensively, and that's all it took. It was, kind of as simple as that tonight. It was definitely a close game and took the big hits to come out on top.
Had to be nice for you to, Buck Farmer went through a couple outings that were tough. He had a very clean inning, and then you threw Derek Law right back in middle of the lineup, pressure situation.
Yeah, Buck, great bounce back. Not as much rest as we wanted to give him in between the outings, but got himself ready and was really sharp. And then Derek, you're right. And I think he's earned that. He's shown his ability to be able to do that. So there was confidence putting him back out there, and I couldn't be happier for him. And I don't think that the team could be too. Just the way he handled, the injury and stayed a huge part of our team and found ways to help our team every day, even when he wasn't pitching. So having him back out in the bullpen and being able to contribute to a win real early on here was really nice for Derek.
Votto has said that he's felt good at the plate, even though he was going through an over stretch. But you can almost tell that it's nice that he contributed in a big way to a win for what's been going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's so tough, even for Joey, when you feel good physically and feel like you're taking good swings, and all his pregame work and everything, I know he feels really, really great. And then when you're not getting the results, even for Joey, that can make you press a little bit. And getting a result, especially when it contributes to a win like that, was big for Joey.
It's basically all he's done. Every time he's gotten hits, man. Sure he has.
Yeah, he sure has. And that's the thing. I know that he wants to get going and wants the hits to come more regularly. But when you can, while you're fighting through that, when you're able to contribute to wins, it can really help.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean a win's a win, and just happy to help contribute on the day I'm pitching. So it seems that we don't lose when I'm pitching, regardless of my results, but that's a great place to be.
But to combine results and a win, how good is that?
Sounds like a bonus.
What's it meant here? Like, Hunter goes on the IL. I mean, you guys already had all kinds of issues with the rotation of guys going on the IL, and then Hunter goes on the IL, Lively goes on the IL. You're down to 4 guys.
Yeah.
The last 6 starts have been, collectively pretty damn good, and I think the team's 5-1 in that stretch. What's that meant to be part of that? You're one of the 2 guys that have 2 of those starts.
Yeah, it's a tough game. First off, it's a hard game to stay healthy out there. I can only speak on what we do on the field. It's a lot on the body and the arm, and we try to do endless things to make sure that we're prepared and ready each and every time. And that's something in the past that has been detrimental to me, but something that I've given everything in my being to make possible this year and to try to be some type of foundation in that role. I know it's not pretty all the time, but it is something that I want guys to understand that every 5th day, I want to be standing on the mound and giving everything I got. So they step up when they need to, which seems to be every stinking time. And it's a lot of fun.
Talk about the rest of the team?
Yeah, I mean, they step up. So, I mean, you've seen the last few starts, there's been a hiccup, and they just step up and do their thing. And that's what a great team does. And that's what's been a lot of fun for me, to just not dwell on anything and to continue to work.
Give you 7 runs per game for your last 6 or 7 starts.
Yeah, as a guy who always felt like that wasn't on my side, I think a lot of us are always begging for more than we need. But I just know when I take the rubber, they're going to score runs. I don't know when. Sometimes it's late, sometimes it's early. It was nice we were joking around in there about being ahead and staying ahead today. We like our comeback wins, but it's also a lot more stressless to be ahead and to stay ahead. So the bullpen did a great job, and Ian did a great job of coming that inning intact there.
Did you do anything different consciously to get through you've had some first inning struggles, to get through that first inning? Did you do anything differently?
You know, it's easy to try to change and to do things. At the end of the day, I just feel like it's just the game of baseball that just adds a compilation of things that some are out of your control, some are in your control, and I try to focus on the things that do control, whether that be a walk or a mislocation, whatever you may have. But I just try to give myself more time out there, just try to be more immersed into the atmosphere early before I get on the mound and the bullpen, and just kind of soak it in and allow myself not to feel rushed. I felt like I was rushing a little bit, and maybe it was compacting a little bit on the mound. But I think at the end of the day, you give up a chop single, a bloop single, and then you give up a big hit. Like, it's just how baseball works, and it's about limiting it. So the first hitter today was like, all right, do not let this become something. And I think that was the step forward that felt good, to get off the mound and be like, oh, hands to the sky.